friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ann Lazinski and I am a systems specialist, and I help virtual assistants who wish to become system specialists to build thriving businesses in this area of work. I'm so excited for this video because I'm going to be sharing with you my story as an online business owner in hopes that it will inspire you to be able to continue on in your journey as a business owner to build the business that you were called to build. So I started my online business journey back in 2017. I had no idea what I was doing, but I knew that I did not fit into the mold that corporate America was presenting to me, and I did not fit into the idea of sitting behind a desk all the time, responding to a boss in a traditional manner, and I had no intentions of having a business or anyone else control my life to an extent where I felt that I could not be present to the people that I wanted to be present to when and how I needed to be present to them. So I started looking for alternate options. I first started my business journey by kind of experimenting a little bit with different things that I already kind of was familiar with. So I knew that photography was an industry that I might have an interest in and might want to pursue. So I decided that I would get a camera and I would learn all I could about photography and perhaps go into that as a profession. So I actually got a camera, started practicing with it, started getting into that a little bit more, taking pictures of people. I started doing engagement shoots and eventually doing weddings. But as I continued on this path with my camera, I started joining all of these different Facebook groups that had different information on photography and how to learn photography. And I was really excited to kind of dive into this industry and really get to know this industry really well. So as I was participating in these Facebook groups, I noticed that a lot of people were asking for a lot of different help for a variety of different things. I noticed in particular that people were asking for help with editing their photos, so post-processing of their photos. And I thought to myself, this is something that I might need to learn in order to be successful. This is a skill. Photography and photo editing is something that maybe I would particularly enjoy. So I started responding to these posts on the Facebook groups. People were asking for photo edits, and at first I started doing them for free, just getting in there, doing different edits for things to be able to learn the program, to be able to get a little bit more experience with Photoshop and Lightroom. And eventually I realized people are actually charging for this. I shouldn't be doing this for free. I can actually make money doing this alongside whatever I'm doing with my camera elsewhere. So I started putting a price point on these images that I was doing. And my first ever invoice that I sent was for $5. So it was a simple edit in Photoshop and I charged $5 for it. And even though it was a simple edit and now I can do it in like 30 seconds, I was still learning, and it took me well over an hour to do all the research behind it to figure out how to actually complete this edit for this photographer in a way that is professional and in a way that you would not be able to tell that I actually manipulated the image at all. So I sent my $5 invoice, I did the edit, I sent the photo back, and I got paid. And it was the most exciting moment of my life to finally realize, hey, this is actually something that I could pursue, something I can do from home, something that could potentially help me further on down the road as I want to grow and scale this business to build something that I really want to be able to do on my own terms. And this seems like something that is feasible to be able to do that. So I was really excited about this $5 invoice, and I set up a website. I started diving in a little bit deeper to doing different things for people. So different edits for people for all the way from $5 to $10. And this was so exciting to me because I was actually making money. I was doing the thing. I was feeling like a business owner, starting to kind of put all the pieces together. But as I began to grow, I began to get more clients. I began to realize $5 to $10 for this amount of time is really not a lot. especially when I had to take out taxes, when I had to take out different things for expenses. I was not making very much money for my time. I was not making a thriving business. I was essentially just kind of building a business that wasn't scalable, wasn't feasible, wasn't able to be kept up with because of the fact that I was not charging a lot of money. And now I wanted to find a way to be able to charge more, to be able to find something that I loved doing, because in all honesty, as I continued to edit photos and continue to serve people in this way, I started getting burnt out really, really quickly. Because although I wasn't in it for the money, I could tell that there was no real way to have the life that I wanted to live by doing this and still being able to take care of my needs and what I needed to be able to pay myself as a business owner. So I began to do a little bit more research, and I realized that far beyond the photo editing that I was doing, there is a ton more things that are out there that I could potentially be doing. People were designing websites, people were offering social media, people were doing a whole lot of other things that I might have an interest in and might be interested in. And as I was continuing to learn more about the photography industry and learning about the different things that people needed in that industry, I realized that people build their businesses and they want the same freedom that I want. They want that ability to not be glued to their computer the whole time. They wanted that ability to be free from some of those admin tasks. And so by taking all of that into consideration and all of the different things that people are offering, I stumbled upon the really niche market of systems and processes behind businesses. Because every single business out there that serves anyone else, so pretty much any business, has a client experience. And that client experience can be partially automated without making the client feel like they're having a subpar experience, without making it feel like they're talking to a robot. But we can automate some of these things on the back end to make the client experience better, to free up people's time, and to give them the life that they want to live and the business that they want to have. And that was really intriguing to me, to be able to offer that freedom to other people through this. So I dove deeper into these different things. I dove deeper into the systems and the processes behind the photography community. And as I did this, I learned that I had a passion to be able to help people to free up their time, to build a business that is not always contingent on them being there, and to have that same desire to serve people and to have people have that freedom to be with their families when and how they need to be. I wanted to give that to other people. And so by learning this skill, I started building a business around systems, processes, client experience, and automation. And I really thrived in that business. And because this was such a robust offering, because I was able to offer something that was even greater and give people more freedom, more time back, I began to realize that I can charge a whole lot more for this. So my first Dubsado setup when I started was roughly around $100 to $200. I don't actually remember the exact dollar amount, but I was so excited because moving from the $5 invoice all the way up to the $100 invoice felt like such a big leap for me. But as I dove into it more, as I fleshed out my client experience, as I talked to other people in the industry, networked, built relationships, I realized there was so much more that could be offered here. So much more that I could offer as a client experience, and so much more that I could actually charge more so that I could ensure that I was taken care of, but also be able to focus in more on that client, because when I charge more, I can take less clients so I can serve the clients that I do have even greater. So I went from charging that $5 price point in my first photo edits to $100 for my first setup to well over $2,500 now for a system setup and process and automation. And this allowed me to build a business that serves me, that helps me to serve other people, to portray my values onto them, because I value so much of allowing people to have the time and the space that they need with their families, while still making sure that their families and finances are taken care of, while still building a thriving business that helps and serves other people in the ways that they're called to serve. And this is really exciting for me because I realized that there is so much of a need for this industry, so much for a need to be able to serve deeper and greater so that we can continue to break free of the trap that corporate America is for so many people. So that is my story of how I got here, and I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. And if you are a virtual assistant looking to specialize in systems and automation, I'm so excited for you to be here as well, and I cannot wait to help you to build the business that flourishes, build the business that you're dreaming of, and build a business that serves you, serves your family, and serves the clients that you're called to serve so well. So I cannot wait to meet you. I cannot wait to dive deeper into this business journey with you, and I look forward to seeing you again in my next video. We will talk to you soon.